Hi everyone, Craig Warwick here with another of my custom action figures, and this time it's a whopper. He's mean, he's partially green, he's got a lot of suspicious fan art. It's the main villain from the Mario games. It's Bowser. This figure took me over a year to make, so I won't detail the inspiration, research and customizing process in this video. I'll save that for one of my workshop videos. I'll just have to make that video first of all, so please do bear with me. Oh, I know, if you want to be notified when that video goes live, hit the subscribe button. Anyway, here's Bowser. He stands 16 inches tall from his toes to the tip of his horns and weighs about the same as a newborn human baby. When you put him next to Mario, his size really hits home. Mario, you don't stand a chance. I made him this big because I wanted him to be a companion piece to the Ganon figure I made 5 years ago. Bowser is hand sculpted and painted, and here's a little side by side of what he looked like before I customised him. For this design of Bowser, I really wanted to make him less cartoonish and more monstrous. I focused on realising the textures of his hide, horns and scales. I also wanted to play around with the chimera design of the character, being some kind of combination between traditional Eastern dragon and turtle in a vaguely humanoid form. I also played around with why this character was always portrayed with this, well, let's call a spade, bondage gear on. I'm not kink shaming the guy, you do you big guy, but it's certainly a head scratcher when it comes to reinterpreting the character. But what I came up with is that these bands are actually manacles, the suggestion being that he was once held prisoner and bound in chains. And locking the manacle around his neck, a lock bearing the crest of Princess Peach Toadstool. Maybe that explains why he's so into capturing her and conquering the Mushroom Kingdom. Maybe they were the ones who started the whole thing by holding him prisoner. Just a different take on that story. Ganon had his trident, so I didn't want Bowser to turn up unarmed. So he has this giant battle axe. This is a nod to the axe on the drawbridges that he guarded in the video games, and the design is a combination of various great ideas that were kindly sent to me by my followers on Instagram. The axe is decorated with wands from Mario 3, lava-cracked metal, a posable banner, and chain chomps with posable chains. Part of the original suggested design was for it to include these macabre Koopaling skulls bound together by chains. I couldn't actually work them into the axe design in practice, but I created them as separate accessories for him to hold. What's the story behind these accessories? Well, I guess that bit's up for debate. Bowser has interchangeable hands. He has these grasping hands and these open fists designed for him to hold his axe. Because the axe is so elaborate, it's not possible to slide it through the fists, but I have used magnets to allow the fists to separate and close tightly around the handle of the axe. Articulation-wise, Bowser has all the articulation you'd expect from a modern action figure, and maybe a little bit more. Bowser's head articulates at the top of his neck and at the bottom. He also has articulation in his jaw, and his tongue is also flexible. He has rotation at the shoulder. His arms move up this much to the side. There's rotation at the top of the bicep. There are double jointed elbows that bend this far. There's rotation at the wrists and also hinges. Bowser has a diaphragm joint that bends side to side, forward and back, all around, and also rotates. It's worth pointing out here that there is also articulation at the point where Bowser's shell joins to his back, so that it can pivot and move slightly, making sure that it doesn't inhibit the rest of his articulation. He has articulation at the hips. He can kick this far forward and a little bit back and out to the side. He also has rotation at the top of his thighs. He has double jointed knees that bend this far. Rotation in the middle of his calves. Hinges and swivels at his ankles. And toe articulation. His tail is also articulated with 5 ball joints. So that's a quick look at my Bowser custom. I hope you guys like him. and hit the like button. But remember, he's not for sale and I don't take commissions. I just like sharing my work with you and hopefully encourage you to try your own hand at customizing action figures. I've been asked if I'm going to make a Mario figure to go with him or some other Nintendo characters, but I have no particular plans to do so at the moment. If you want to see a custom of a particular Nintendo character or any other character, why not give it a try yourself? No one can make your ideal figure except you. You can check out my other custom action figures here on my channel, and if you liked Bowser, maybe you'll get a kick out of my previous Nintendo custom of Ganon. Wherever you go from here though, remember, pour on the power. Bye bye.